Hey guys, so I'm back with another bump date. This is my bump date for 34 weeks. So I'm so frustrated. I actually filmed this already, when was it? Maybe 4 or 5 days ago. I was on it. I filmed this along with a makeup tutorial as well as a Target baby haul. And my memory card that they're on all went, like the memory card is like, I guess it's, what do they call it? Unreadable, or it's like corrupt or something. And I'm like, oh my god, this sucks. It's so hard, like when you like put hours into something and then you're ready to edit it and then it's not editable. So it kind of put me behind because I've been trying to film videos, like reserve videos, so when I do go into labor and maternity leave, I have some stuff to post. I had 2 good videos that were like extra, so I was like, oh. But I was like, okay, just suck it up. Let me go ahead and refilm this before it gets too late, because I'm already 34. I'm already 35 weeks and a half, like half a week. So I was like, let me just do the 34 week because it was like kind of a big week for me. So I'm gonna really quickly recap it. Throw on some makeup for y'all. I only have about 10 minutes because I'm actually headed out the door to pick up my husband to go to a 3-hour labor delivery class hosted by our hospital. So let's do this. Okay, so at 34 weeks, the baby is on approximately 19 inches, 4.9 pounds, or the size of a pineapple, which is really cute because 34 weeks was the week of my baby shower, and I think I mentioned this before, but I had a tropical themed shower. So it was really cool. It was like, we had flowers and, you know, tropical theme invitation, and we had, the reason why it was tropical themed shower was because my one request was that I had Hawaiian shaved ice, which has been my obsession like for the last, really for like years. I've loved shaved ice, but recently in the last year there was this Hokulia shaved ice truck, which is Hawaiian shaved ice, that kind of parked within a mile of where we live, and we go like regularly, and I was obsessed with it. So because it was like a Hawaiian shaved ice truck, we totally did the theme around tropical. So they had tropical food, tropical decorations, my dress was tropical. So it was a big week. It was a great turnout. It was pretty stressful, I'm not gonna lie, because when my aunt plans stuff, my husband's family, they go all out, and it's always like a lot. For some reason, it's always a lot to do with not enough time and not enough resources. So luckily my mom flew out of town. I had awesome friends helping, and even my husband was setting up the day of the shower because it was at our club, which is going through renovations, and it was like the AC had broke. All this stuff had to be painted and put away, and it was like really under the wire, but it ended up happening. Unfortunately, we were 2 hours late to our shower. Not my fault, I was ready on time. But because my husband was setting up, like moving stuff, doing all the heavy lifting, by the time he got home and changed and picked me up, and the club's only like 10 minutes from us, by the time we got to the venue, it was like 2 hours. And this is like so flashback of my Atlanta reception, where we were like an hour and a half late, my wedding reception, and then my bridal shower where I was an hour and a half late. Now that was my fault because I had gotten my makeup done, and the makeup artist took 2.5 hours to do my makeup because she was freaked out because, you know, it's hard to do makeup on another makeup artist. And I was like, that's the longest I've ever had my makeup done. But this time my shower is at 2. I got my makeup done at 11 o'clock. So I was home by like, you know, 1 o'clock at the latest, 12:30, 1. And then my hair I had done the day before a blowout. So I was ready but on time, but everybody's like, you're so late. I'm like, that's not me, I promise. I tell you, I'm always like, you know, what do they call it? This pregnancy brain. I'm always the fallback girl. Anywho, it was really great. We got lots of presents. So basically 34 weeks, my mom, like, I was in town helping with the shower, and we spent that time organizing all the gifts, putting them away in the nursery. When you get like so much stuff, you have to figure out where is it gonna go. And my house is so small, and thank God I have a nursery with a big dresser. It's a teeny closet, but we have a big dresser and lots of kind of like random storage bins. So my mom helped me like divide the clothing by size, and we washed some of it. Some of it we decided not to wash because I heard that you don't use all of it. Like, you just don't know if they're gonna outgrow it or not even fit it. So we spent the week doing that, and it was really nice to see my mom. She's so excited for this grandbaby, and she's such a helpful person. So she'll come back closer to when I'm going to deliver, which is September 8th. And she's gonna get like a ticket where she can adjust the date and time just in case. So anyways, I also had a doctor appointment, and what she told me was everything looks good except I had a weight gain spike. And I was like, oh, I knew it, because my mom was in town cooking amazing Filipino food, and every time you eat Filipino food you have to have white rice with it. And then we had our shower and there was amazing food, and then we had all these leftover cupcakes, and like I had been gaining like maybe a pound a week, and then it was definitely like 3 pounds in 1 week, and then this week I gained another 3 pounds. I was like, dang, I was doing so good, and up till the very end my weight just was like, and I know I'm bigger. Like, I can feel my stomach is huge. My legs look a little bit bigger. The doctor's not worried though, because I didn't gain that much. So I'm still projected to gain in the low 20s, but it was just kind of like, oh shoot. So when I found out that I gained more, I ended up throwing out all of the reserve cupcakes. It's like somebody, like our aunt, she gave us like a dozen cupcakes to take home with us. And between me and my husband, we shouldn't have a dozen cupcakes, you know what I mean? I was eating like a cupcake every single day. So I threw out like 8 cupcakes. I was like, that's enough. That's enough cupcakes. So anyways, the baby was actually measuring a whole week ahead. So I went into my appointment at like 34 weeks and 5 days. The baby was measuring at 36 weeks, because I told you my belly is bigger. So that's kind of crazy. My next doctor's appointment, I had one just today, which I'll recap in the next week's vlog. But the next big appointment will be at 36 weeks, where she checks my cervix, gives me the last blood work and all that stuff. So we are approaching the end of this pregnancy. It's crazy. Something else that in terms of symptoms this week is I started to have sharp vagina pains, and I think they call it like lightening crotch, and it's basically because your body is like, okay, baby's coming down now. So her head, I feel like, is putting a lot of pressure on my vajayjay and my booty. And it was like the day my mom left, I was getting these sharp pains, and she was like, oh, is that contractions, or what's going on? And she's like, ask your doctor. But the doctor was like, it's completely normal, and it's gonna be worse, you know, as I get closer to the due date. So I googled it, and I knew it was probably normal. Like, I had heard of lightening crotch before. So I just know that like it's just getting harder to like carry my weight around, even just walking. I need to be more active because stretch out this body, but the whole renovation in my basement, and as you can see, like I put a painting and chair there, so I'm trying to decorate it. And I really threw off my workout, because I used to work out regularly, like I was like 5 days a week, right, working out in my basement. And then when the renovation happened, I stopped working out for a month, and then the last couple of weeks I've just been decorating and baby shower and people coming to visit. So I need to do that. I actually just got some exercise balls, so I'm going to actually try to sit on them and maybe do some arm workouts. I don't know. My legs have been kind of sore and crampy at night, which is also normal. What I usually do is, I read this on my app, if I'm laying on the bed, every day I'll do stretches where I flex my feet for a couple of seconds like that, and then I flex it like this. And just a couple of times, like, I'll hold it, and that really helps if you have leg cramps, or if your legs are fatigued. So, you know, the more weight you carry, the more your legs are going to get swollen and hurt. So that's been helping me. I've definitely been peeing a lot more. I didn't feel like I was that pregnant lady that had to pee all the time, but now it's hitting me. So peeing more pressure going on down there. Getting out of bed has been difficult. They tell you not to use your ab muscles to lift yourself up. What you should do is swing your, like when you get up, roll to the side, swing your legs over, and then push yourself up. And that is like the secret, because you don't get out of breath, you don't strain your back and your stomach. But now I have a new bed, which is like a king size, and my side is facing the wall. So it's like, I kind of have to do like a rolling loop, like a body roll to get to the edge, and then I can kick my legs off. So it's kind of crazy. What else? Okay, so last week at 34 weeks I took my first baby class, which was a baby essentials class. It was 3 hours long, 56 bucks. Me and my husband took it right next to our hospital, which is Northside, and it was a really great class to take. I'm so glad we did it. I learned a lot. My husband learned a lot. We covered everything from labor to bathing, breastfeeding, burping, changing, the diaper, swaddling, SIDS, like all in 3 hours, and it was taught by a former NICU nurse and a mom of 2. So I'm really glad I did that, because remember I was kind of talking to you guys earlier that I was kind of worried about, oh my god, I'm not on it, I need to take some classes. So I actually, I'm super happy my husband was able to take it with me. So I took that class, and I definitely recommend that if you want to take one. Baby Essentials is a good overall class, especially if you're like me, it's your first kid and you don't know anything. So today actually I have another class. We're doing a labor and delivery class, and then I'm also taking an online breastfeeding course, because like by the time I looked up the classes, I started looking at the classes around 30 something weeks pregnant. A lot of them are already registered, like sold out full, or they're in a far location. Like the ones by me were full. So if you're interested in a baby class, like even if it's far ahead in advance, I definitely suggest you start looking in the 2nd trimester, even if you're not going to take it to the 3rd trimester, because you don't want to run out of classes to take. But I feel like with that Baby Essentials, the labor delivering class, and the breastfeeding class, I feel like I'm okay. And I have some books that my friends have given me that I'll read and, you know, learn as well. So lastly, after the shower, me and my husband did a big Target haul. So pretty much I went through and saw what I still needed to get, and I was able to return some duplicate presents and then use some gift cards. So we had a big Target haul, and I filmed that, but that SIM card was corrupt, so that sucks. So unfortunately I can't show you what I got, but I got things that I needed, like hair brushes, a changing pad, burp cloths, some bottles, like some basic stuff that you need. So it was fun, because it was me and my husband's first time actually shopping for the baby at 34 weeks. Like, well, we went when I was like 12 weeks pregnant to that consignment sale here in Atlanta. That was like, it's a buy, it happens twice a year, and it's like this big sale they do in like an out of business store. I think in that case it was like an old Michael's, and they pretty much have moms in the North Atlanta area come and consign for a weekend. But by that point we didn't know what was going on. All we bought was like 2 things. So this was our first time like really being serious and buying stuff, and me and my husband were like, I don't know, is this a good bottle? I don't know. But the cool thing about Target is if you buy anything off your registry, you have up to a year to return it. So what I actually did was I looked for things on my registry that I didn't want to get, but if it wasn't on the registry, because a lot of things weren't in store, I just scanned it using the app to my registry, and you get one time where you can get 15% off in store as well as 15% off online. So I was able to get everything 15% off, and yeah, it was great. So, and then a lot of the things that were not available in store, I'm just going to get it online. And I'm going to wait maybe another few weeks, just because there might be some last minute things that I want, and I'm definitely using that 15% off coupon. So that was my 34-week bump day. Lots going on. 35 weeks, we'll be filming that in a couple of days. Lots went on this last week too. So let me just show you my bump. So I'm wearing, actually this is an old, kind of like a clubby dress, but it's just like a midi dress that's super thin and stretchy. But do you see this belly? It's huge. So this is my belly. I wore this to a makeup class this weekend, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, you are right at the end, aren't you? So this is it. So again, make sure to check out my blog, makeupbyrenren.com, where I'll have a recap of all my symptoms and the updates and all that good stuff. And if you guys are interested in helping us out and getting baby girl a present, I'm going to link my Amazon registry below. Still have some things I do need to get, so if you feel like getting us a present, we appreciate it. But no pressure if you don't want to. If you do, I'll make sure to feature you in a bump day to say thank you. So that's it for now, and until next time, have a great night. Ciao, Bellas.